How many of us, when you're faced with disappointment in the thing that you thought you hoped that God is going to do for you, you are still going to stand and be like, no, God is still God. Some of us, with the slightest inconvenience, we lose our personality, peace, joy. And by the time you walk into a room, everyone can tell today you are not okay. But Jesus, with every miracle he worked, he knew the end game was to die on the cross for people who don't deserve it. Jesus knew that things are not going to get better, but I still have to do what I have to do. When people rejected him, it did not change his path. But how many of us, with the smallest rejection you receive, you're like, I cannot do that anymore. Because what you hoped for from the church that you went to is not what you got, so you went away from that place. Some of us, the training has become so hard. We keep saying, how much do we have to lose? How much things are we supposed to deprive ourselves from? When Jesus says that I am the way, it is not about confession that I have accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior. If you are going to stand before the Father and he's going to say, welcome back, my faithful servant, you have to walk everything that Jesus walked. The way is a method that, hey, listen, I did this. And he says it that if you are to get to my Father, you have to follow the path. You have to get your cross and follow me. But some of us have given up on God because of cheap money, cheap luxury. He takes away man and you're like, I cannot pray anymore because I do not have money. When we get the measuring, what is that thing called? And you put Jesus here and you put what you love here, this thing is heavier than your love for Jesus. How do you be there talking about I cannot preach the gospel when he's besides the Father interceding for you every day? How do you bear unforgiveness knowing that the Lord forgave you? Men like Paul, who had everything and lost everything, still served the Lord because they had gotten into this space of knowing that our ultimate goal is to be with him.